All right, everybody, welcome to the third and final part of everything that I collected in the worst year in all of existence, 2020. And everybody knows, for the third and final part, I'm going to be showcasing all the memorabilia. All right, everybody, we have the memorabilia on my desk here, and they are all in sections. So, we're going to start from the bottom section, and we are going to make our way up to the top. Hope you all enjoy. All right, first things are always first. I have button pins, and I have a really unhealthy obsession with them. How unhealthy is my obsession? Well, you'll see in a future video, but for right now, here are my button pins. I have two YuGiOh button pins right here. One of them is Sangan, and another one is Witch of the Black Forest. And I don't know if you could tell, but they sparkle, and I think these button pins are made to resemble, like, secret rares in Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's cool. And finally, for the last button pins that I have, they're all Akira button pins. And for those who don't know, who are new to my channel, Akira is literally my favorite anime of all time. Why? Well, I honestly don't know why myself. I'm still trying to figure that out. Alright, so first up, we have the Akira logo in a black background. We have Kaneda firing his laser gun when he was facing off against Tetsuo. Here's a really iconic Kaneda picture with his laser gun, and you will find this picture on the Akira vinyl soundtrack. Here is Takashi in Tetsuo's path before his accident. Here is Takashi as the giant bear in Tetsuo's Nightmare, and the other Esper children were like a car and a bunny rabbit. Here is Tetsuo's mutated arm. He's strangling the shit out of the Colonel. Tetsuo's mutation as a whole. This is when Kaneda made his escape. That's the reason why he was making that face. Whoops, I almost dropped it. Here's the Akira logo in a white background. And here's the most iconic Akira logo in a black background with the English name and the kanji in front of it. Here is Tetsuo in outer space, clutching his severed arm. Here is Kei getting busted by the army. The start of Tetsuo's mutation. And finally, the death of Yamagata from the manga. Next thing that I have is the Hot Wheels Maniacs toy from the year 2007. Now, even though this toy is well over 13 years old, it's still in great working condition. Yeah, when I found this on eBay for a really good price, I believe I found this item for like about $31. And everything still worked because I replaced the batteries because they were corroded over the time. And it still works. All right, let's turn this baby on. Oh yeah, the memories are coming back. Bring it on! So yeah, as you can tell, it's a toy that interacts with you. You can feed them. Let's see. I'll feed you a fish. You can play games. There are 4 different games to choose from. My favorite one is the bowling game right here. All right, strike. And the score for the bowling game only goes up to 30. perfect score.
Not bad.
And also, you can do surprises. Let's see. I'm going to do dental. His face at the end, he's like, what?
Let's go, dude. Come on, unlock my next level.
Yeah, and that gas is just basically how you unlock your next level.
Is the little baby scared to play with me?
Shut up.
Dude, you broke my window.
And of course, the rewind button is an instant replay.
Dude, you broke my window.
Alright, next up, I have some OG Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, this tin necklace thing isn't new. I've actually had this for quite a while. But the cards in here are from what I got at C2E2 in 2020. And these cards range from Legend of Blue Eyes to Rise of Destiny. Yeah, that's OG Yu-Gi-Oh shit right there. And when I got those packages, I'm like, dude, I haven't seen these in over 100 years. So it felt really, really good to see them again, because I remember collecting them back in the day. And when I just took a little whiff of those cards, I'm like, oof, now that right there is like early to late 2000s smell right there. And yes, I do keep the packages. I got Legend of Blue Eyes for $30, which I didn't even expect, because I honestly expected Legend of Blue Eyes to be like about $100, because I know this is like the first pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like the first booster box to ever come out for Yu-Gi-Oh. And I expected Rise of Destiny to be like about $50, but no. Rise of Destiny was $9 and Legend of Blue Eyes was $30. So yeah, win-win situation. Right, let's open this baby up, shall we? Boom. And do they? Probably not. Yeah, they sort of have that new card smell a little bit. Okay. We have Dark King of the Abyss kicking us off. Mystical Moon, hey! You know it's OG Yu-Gi-Oh! When spell cards were originally called magic cards. That was before, you know, Wizards of the Coast decided to sue them. Mountain. M Warrior number 1. Moki Moki King. Woodborg and Pachi. The Creator Incarnate. Man-Eater Bug, super rare. Kagemusha of the Blue Flame. Beast Fangs. Flame Manipulator. Frenzied Panda. Back to Square One. A rare Ultimate Insect level 3. Elementsaurus. Raging Flame Sprite. Zing Zen Hu. And Mirage Dragon is the last one. So yeah, when I go back to C2E2, I look forward to seeing those cards again. Hopefully they sell them. If they do, then they do. And if they don't, they don't. Alright, next up, I have some Pokemon Pillow keychains. Yeah, these are low-key pillow keychains. And all 3 of them are the OG legendary Pokemon. For starters, we have Articuno. Here's side 1. And side 2. Side 2 looks a little bit cooler in my personal opinion. Here is Zapdos. And on the other side, it's just a lightning bolt. And finally, Moltres. And on the other side is nothing but flame. Next up, I have some cup toppers from Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, I keep the cups and I also keep the toppers. I keep the toppers as like little mini action figures, but I throw away the lids. Here is Nick Fury. Spider-Man. And Mysterio. Yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home was insanely good, and I am looking forward to the 3rd and final, probably the final, I don't know, film for Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Tom Holland. The subject of minifigures, that's what's next, minifigures. Here's a little minifigure of the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He's so cute. Here's a little minifigure of Nick Fury from Spider-Man Far From Home. Here's a little minifigure of Deadpool. Now, I'm not entirely too sure, like, what Deadpool's occupation is here. Like, I don't know if he's, like, a bellboy, a pilot. I don't know. Here's a minifigure of Venomized Captain America. I love the Venomized Marvel heroes. They look insanely cool. And someday I want to get a box of mystery minis of Venomized Marvel heroes and supervillains and do an unboxing for y'all. And of course, I want to collect the life-size Funko Pops. And finally, for the minifigures is Omega Shenron. All right, everybody, we are now on the final items for section number 1. The first of the last items is the very adorable, how can you not love this character? If you get triggered and upset by Uzakichan, then you need to get a life. Anyways, this is an Uzakichan magnet, and this is my first piece, and it won't be my last, of Uzakichan memorabilia. I love Uzakichan with every single fiber in my body. Man, oh man, I had a lot of fun watching the anime. I can't wait to read the manga series, and I'm also looking forward to season 2, and I can't wait to see what else Uzakichan will bring us in the near future, because we already got some manholes in Japan, and so on and so forth. But yeah, once again, how can you not love Uzakichan? She's fun, she's kind, she's teasing, and of course, she's the short stack with a big rack. It's just fun to say, short stack, big rack. But yeah, once again, how can you not love Uzakichan? She's fun, she's kind, she's teasing, and of course, she's the short stack with a big rack. It's just fun to say, short stack, big rack. Finally, for the last items here in section number 1 are some Duel Masters cards from McDonald's. Yeah, buddy. As you all know, I got every single McDonald's Happy Meal toy from Duel Masters, and I am super proud that I own every single one, because when I was a kid, I wanted to own every single one, and now I do as an adult. Ha 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 ha! All right, that's section number 1. On to section number 2. All right, people, we are now on section number 2. Kicking things off for section number 2 is Thor's Mjolnir. I actually got this for my birthday in 2020. Really, really awesome gift. I actually saw this in GameStop, and I'm just like, dude, I have to get this. And then when my birthday came around, my mom got it for me. So thanks, Mom. Really appreciate it. Now, not only is this a fantastic replica of what Thor's Mjolnir looked like in the movies, this toy also makes lights and sounds, and it's also voice activated. You'll see what I mean by that in a second. Oh, yeah. So every single time when you move Mjolnir, the lightning and thunder will make a sound. And when I said that this thing is also voice activated, you hold down on this button right here, and you speak into this little speaker right here. This is also a microphone. Let the storm subside. All right, so when Thor was banished by Odin in the first movie, he spoke to Mjolnir, and he said, "Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." And when you say either Thor or worthy, Odin's symbol will appear. Worthy. How cool is that, huh? Thor. All right, the next item in section number 2 is Marvel Legends Deadpool's head. I'm not going to turn him on because, as you all know, Deadpool never shuts the fuck up. And I did an unboxing of this item. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, I will leave a link to it down in the description box below, or I will leave a card somewhere in the video. This is not only one of the freakiest, but it's also one of the funniest and one of the most dirtiest Marvel toys ever produced. And yeah, if you're a Deadpool fan, you definitely have to pick yourself up one of these because this item is phenomenal. All right, and for the last items of section number 2, we have McDonald's Duel Masters toys. First up, we have a bust of Shobu. You can hold your cards in his hand right there, but I prefer to let him hold this instead. The only Duel Masters comic that McDonald's has ever produced. And what's really cool about this little mini comic is this. Wait for it. Oh yeah, here it is. A pop-up of Bullshock Dragon. That's really cool. Next up, we have a card thrower of YuGiOh. Yeah, sometimes the card throwers work, sometimes they don't. But either way, cool looking figure. Here's a Shobu card thrower. Here is a Fire Civilization card dealer. A Nature Civilization card shooter. Here is a Deathlagger card holder, and I actually have some cards in there. See? Here is a Light Civilization card holder, and just like Deathlagger, I have cards in there too. And here is a Water Civilization card holder. Now at first I thought you had to push that and then the thing would just open, but no. You have to do this. So yeah, that's section number 2. On to section number 3. Alright people, we are now on section number 3. Kicking things off is an acrylic stand of the most famous students in Class 1A from My Hero Academia. And this is not my only My Hero Academia acrylic stand. I also have 3 others that I got from Kano Delete 2019. Let me go get them. So here they are, one by one. Kicking things off is Izuku Midoriya. Here's Ochako Uraraka. And here is Katsuki Bakugo. Yeah, all of these in total cost me like about $30, and that's not too bad. And here's the most recent acrylic stand, and this includes Tsuyu Asui, Ochako Uraraka, Katsuki Bakugo, Izuku Midoriya, Chenya Ida, Shoto Todoroki, and Kirishima. Alright, next up I have some early 2000s Hot Wheels here. This one right here was part of their Serial Crunchers series, and the car is made to resemble Cocoa Puffs. And this one is from their Sega lineup series, and this one is made to resemble Super Monkey Ball. I had both of these cars a long time ago when I was a kid, and I finally reunited with them in 2020. I got them off of eBay for like about, I believe, $5 or $4 each, which is not too bad. Next up, I have a poster of Akira, and this is literally like the most iconic movie poster for Akira. I got it at C2E2. I'm like, dude, I have to buy this. So I'm gonna have to stand up for this because the poster is so fucking massive. All right, people, here we go. Oh yeah. Now that is a really good looking poster right there, huh? Yep. This is the most iconic one. This was a really lucky find at C2E2. I think I got this poster for like about $15. That's going to look insanely beautiful in a frame. All right, everybody. We are on the last few items for section number 3, and then we move on to section number 4. All right, so for the first to the last items is a bootleg High School DxD mug. This is my first piece, and it won't be my last, of High School DxD memorabilia. And this is a really sexy and festive Zenovia mug. Now, at first, one of my good friends who lives in the Netherlands honestly thought that this mug was like a heat-changing mug, so if you like put something warm in there or heat it up, like there will be like Christmas lights and Christmas trees and so on and so forth, but nah. It's just a plain old Zenovia mug with her being all naked and sexy. And yeah, like I'm really glad that I found this. If you're a High School DxD fan, you definitely have to pick yourself up one of these. Very nice. And on the subject of mugs, here is a nostalgic Nickelodeon mug that I got from Ross. Now, for most of the time when you go to Ross, it's just clothes after clothes after clothes. But you will find some pretty good nerdy stuff there if you're lucky. And I found a portrait of Captain America, which is coming up very soon. Sorry for the spoiler. And you will also find some pretty good glassware as well. And yeah, this is a 90s Nickelodeon mug because it has like shows like Rocket Power on there, Cat Dog, Invader Zim, Ren and Stimpy. Of course, you got SpongeBob, Rugrats, Wild Thornberries, and everything else in between. So, if you're a Nickelodeon fan, pick yourself up one of these. Finally, for the last items are some theater exclusive Spider-Man Far From Home cups. Now, when Spider-Man Far From Home came out, I've always wanted to collect these limited edition cups, but you know how people get whenever it comes to rare memorabilia and merchandise and so on and so forth. They immediately hop on it like flies on shit. And the audience definitely hopped on them like flies on shit. So I finally found them again on eBay for like about $50, and I am very happy. First up, we have Spider-Man web zipping through London. And finally, we have a double-sided one. We have Spider-Man on one side and Mysterio on the other. All right, guys, on to section number 4. All right, people, we are almost done. For the first few items in section number 4, I have Bakugan Battle Brawlers. So this one right here is a Deca Metal Fencer. This one is Aquos Preus. And this one is Aquos Elfin. So you're about to see them one by one in their Bakugan forms. All right, everybody, here is Deca Metal Fencer. We are starting off with him. And once again, I apologize for opening every single package in my mail haul. Well, my second mail haul, I should say, because for their first one, I didn't open up any packages. And for future mail hauls, I will not open any packages. I will just open them on camera for you guys. Okay, anyways, enough apologizing. Here is Deca Metal Fencer in his Bakugan form. Pooey! That just never fails to amaze me because just the way he opens and transforms is just phenomenal. All right, and now we have Aquos Preus. And as you can tell, he can change his attribute. Yep, this Preus can go from Aquos to Subterra to Darkus. And finally, we have Elfin. Turn around. There you go. And she can change her attribute too. And just like Preus, she can morph from Aquos to Subterra to Darkus. Alright, the next item that we have right here is a Nightmare Before Christmas music box / snow globe. I got this at Walgreens when Halloween stuff was like, I believe, like 75% off. But either way, this is a really cool find that I got. And not only does it play music, but Zero also lights up. And the song that it plays is This Is Halloween when you wind it up right down here. How cool is that, huh? And here's the snow. I also like how the snow is Halloween themed because it's just orange and black. So yeah, if you're a fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, you definitely have to find yourself one of these. Alright, next up, I have a portrait of OG Captain America that I got from Ross. I don't know if you saw it, but this right here is a holographic portrait. Very nice. Alright, next up, I have a keychain of Dark Magician. I actually got one of these a long time ago when I was a kid, and I finally reunited with one back in 2020. So if you press this, it's like a revolving door. And when you hold down onto this, the monster will come back. Hold on. There we go. One of my friends on YouTube has this. He has a Blue Eyes White Dragon one, I believe, or Summon Skull. But yeah, these things are really, really cool. I remember when they sold these back in Toys R Us in the early days, RIP Toys R Us. And I did not have enough time to get any. But now, I got one. And I can't wait to track down the rest. Alright, next up, this is the last item that I got at C2E2. This is a 3D Mario Kart lamp. And there are no batteries in it, but when you put batteries in it, it changes different colors. Or you could leave it on just one color. And finally, for the last thing in section number 4 is the empty box for Legendary Duelist Season 1. I cannot wait for Legendary Duelist Season 2 to come out. I'm not too sure if we're going to get it next year or this year. Who knows? But whenever it comes out, I will definitely collect it. Alright, everybody. This is it. The 5th and final section. And when I'm done with the 5th and final section, that will conclude everything that I collected in 2020. Here we go. First up, I have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards right here. And here they are, one by one. Kicking things off with these babies, we have the Life-Absorbing Machine, Tyrant's Tantrum, Tyrant's Tummy Ache, the Emperor's Holiday, Tyrant's Tirade, XY Dragon Cannon, XZ Tank Cannon, Skellen Joel, Butterfly Oak, Fabled Galabas, Edge Imp Saber, Dark Magician Girl, Ghost Strick Yukiona, Red Archery Girl, Harpy Lady 2, Harpy Lady 1, Harpy Lady 3, and Book of Moon. Next up, I have some Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Here is Roulette Barrel, Feel or Share the Pain, Grave Robber, Mystic Tomato, and The Last Day of Witch. Next up are just some random common cards. Performal Card Gardena, Salmon Great Burning Shell, and Crusher Run. The only fan-made Yu-Gi-Oh card, or Yu-Gi-Oh Orica, of Deck Destruction Virus. And here are some character cards that I got from Legendary Duelist Season 1. I still need a couple more characters to collect, and then that'll complete all of Legendary Duelist Season 1 for the character cards. Here is Jess Anderson, Weevil Underwood, My Valentine, Mako Tsunami, Maximilian Pegasus, and Dr. Valiant Crowler. All right, next up, this is 1 out of 3 Funko Pops I have purchased in 2020. As you can tell, it's Ryu from Street Fighter. This is the 8-bit Ryu, and kudos to either my shipper or my seller for including a pop protector for this, because that was really, really clever. Yeah, man, I'm a huge fan of the Street Fighter franchise, and when I found this on Amazon for like about, I believe, $25, I just said, yo, I have to get this. All right, next up, I have 3 Godzilla ornaments. This one that I'm holding right here in my hand is from 2005. This one right here. The one on the top is from 2006. And this one right here is from 2014. And I'm going to do a demo for each and every one of them. Okay, so this one right here is the first ever Godzilla ornament that was made in 2005. And this was made to resemble the original Godzilla from the 1954 film. So as you can see right here, it says Godzilla, and on the other side, it says King of the Monsters. And this ornament has lights and sounds, and how you activate the lights and sounds is when you press this tall building on the scene of destruction right here. Pretty cool, right? Not a bad way to start off a series of ornaments. Alright, the next Godzilla ornament is the Heisei Godzilla, and that series ran from 1989 to 1995. That would be Godzilla vs. Biollante to Godzilla vs. Destroya. And as you can see, we got another scene of destruction right here. This ornament does have sounds, but it doesn't have lights. On the base there, it says Godzilla, and all around the ornament, you will see the Heisei monsters, friend or foe. And how you activate the sounds is you press this little building right underneath one of Godzilla's arms. Not bad. And finally, for the last Godzilla ornament is the 60th anniversary Godzilla ornament that came out in 2014. And when you press on this little button to activate the lights and sounds, Godzilla will blow his fire, and the entire base will burn. Everything from the Godzilla King of the Monsters logo to the 60 years under Godzilla's Japanese name, Gojira. And it will do each roar from every single decade of Godzilla. And the only roar that they did not include was the Millennium Roar, but that's okay. It's still a great ornament at the end of the day. All right, everybody, last items. And the last items are none other than the Egyptian God cards. Well, two of the Egyptian God cards, I should say. I have Obelisk the Tormentor and Slifer the Sky Dragon. Come on, Funko. Where's our Winged Dragon of Ra pop? Because you cannot complete the trio without the Winged Dragon of Ra. I hope we do get the Winged Dragon of Ra sometime in the near future. Because, like I said, you cannot complete the trio without the Winged Dragon of Ra. Because we got a Yami Merrick pop that came out sometime in December of 2020. So, bring us Ra, please. Bring us Ra. Well, that's it. It's finally concluded. Everything, and I really did show everything I collected in 2020. This was an amazingly fun project. What will I be collecting in 2021? Well, only I know. It's for you guys to figure out. So yeah, if you guys have a favorite item that I showcased in one of my videos, let me know in the comment section below. And that just about wraps up a series of videos. If you guys like the videos, give them likes. If you guys have anything to say about all three videos, give them comments. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell for future nerdy videos. You guys already know who I am. I'm Anime Warlord. Stay nerdy, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.